Welcome back. In this lecture of creating project proposals with ChatGPT, I will be focusing one of the most critical project documents, project proposal. So drafting well-crafted proposal is essential for securing project proposal, and I am going to show how ChatGPT can streamline and enhance project proposal drafting process. Stay tuned. As mentioned in this lecture, we will be focusing creating project proposals with ChatGPT. So we will give overview of the role of project proposals in securing project approval and introduction to how ChatGPT can streamline the project proposal drafting process. So let's talk why you should consider using ChatGPT to create your project proposals. ChatGPT can save you a significant amount of time by automating much of the writing process. It ensures consistency and professionalism throughout the document and can even provide creative and structured suggestions based on the input you provide. While ChatGPT is a powerful tool, it's important to remember that it works best when used to complement your expertise and insights. So for first step, let's start with the step 1. Define the project scope and objectives. Begin by inputting the basic details of your project into ChatGPT. For example, you might prompt it with something like, this is the prompt, like draft a project scope statement for a website redesign project. So ChatGPT will generate a preliminary scope statement based on this input. Your role is to review and refine the output to ensure it accurately reflects your project's goals and deliverables. So let's go to ChatGPT window. So we are giving this prompt, what I mentioned. So draft a project scope statement for a website redesign project. So let's give the prompt. Let's see what is the response it generated. Yes, you see there's still generating the output. The project scope statement, website redesign project, project title, project sponsor, project manager, date, project purpose and justification, project scope description. The scope of the website redesign project includes redesigning the website's visual elements. So it is generating all these things, and you see that it's generated project deliverables, project exclusions, project constraints, project assumptions, acceptance criteria, stakeholders, and approval. So in this way, we are just go through step 1. Next, we will follow step 2. Moving on to step 2, outlining the project plan. So you can use ChatGPT to create a high-level project plan that includes timelines and key milestones. So we will give this example prompt, like generate an outline for a project plan to launch a new marketing campaign. So we see that what project plan is generating, and list. So in that case, ChatGPT will provide a draft outline which you can then adjust to match the specific needs and details of your project. So let's see the ChatGPT window. So I am giving this prompt. Generate an outline for a project plan to launch a new marketing campaign. Let's see what is the outcome. So it's generating. Yes, you see the project plan outline. Still it generating, like project overview, project name, project sponsor, project manager, campaign objectives, target audience, key metrics, goals and objectives, primary goal, secondary goal. So primary goal, you see that main goal of the campaign, like 20% increase in sales over 3 months. Secondary goals, increase social media followers by X%, generate X qualified leads, KPIs and success metrics, scope of work, campaign channels, deliverables, target audience, timeline and milestone. It's mentioned like phase 1, planning and research phase, weeks 1 to 2. It generates some additional points here. Phase 2, like content creation and asset development, weeks 3 to 5. Phase 3, pre-launch and testing, right? Week 6. And then week 7, campaign launch, monitoring and optimization, weeks 8 to 12. Phase 6, post-campaign review, budget amount, right? Cost breakdown, risk management, potential risks, mitigation strategies, roles and responsibilities, communication plan, monitoring and reporting, approval and sign off. So we just go through the step 2 here. So next we will focus step 3. Step 3 involves identifying the key resources and budget for your project. ChatGPT can help draft sections on required resources, team roles, and budget estimates. For example, a prompt here, we see that create a resource allocation and budget summary for a software development project. So it will generate a starting point that you can customize with the actual data and figures from your project. So let's see how it in ChatGPT. So this is the ChatGPT window. So I am giving the prompt here. So let's see what outcome it generates. So you see that it is a resource allocation and budget summary for software development project is the headline. So project overview, like project name, software development project name, project manager, start date, estimated end date, total budget. Resource allocation, it's mentioning like project manager, X hours per week, the rate, hourly rate, cost, key responsibilities, lead developer, front-end developer, back-end developer, QA engineer, UI or UX designer, DevOps engineer, technical writer. So total human resources cost, then infrastructure and tools like cloud hosting, for example, AWS here, the cost per month, quantity, total cost, development tools or software, testing tools like Jira, what is the cost, CI/CD pipeline, for example, Jenkins, design tools like Figma. So you see it generates very nice thing. And then the budget summary, human resource, infrastructure tools, licensing fees, training and certificates, subscriptions, contingency. So total budget, total estimated cost, total actual cost, remaining budget, and then contingency planning, contingency budget, potential risk, mitigation strategies, and then monitoring and reporting, right? So it generated. So we just conclude for the step 3 here, and then we will focus on step 4. Step 4, address potential risk and mitigation strategies. So here, risk management is crucial to any project proposal, and ChatGPT can assist potential risk and proposing mitigation strategies. So let's give, I will go through later, like the prompt we will give, like list potential risk and mitigation strategies for an event planning project. So review the output to ensure the risks are relevant and that the proposed strategies are actionable. So let's go ChatGPT window. So I am giving the prompt here. So let's see what is the output it will generate. So it's generating the output like potential risk. I'm going and mitigation strategies for an event planning project. So venue available issue risk and mitigation strategy also, the budget overruns, the risk unexpected cost may arise. So mitigation strategies it's generating. Vendor supply delays, risk and mitigation strategies still is generating, like weather related issues, outdoor events, low attendees turnout, so technical difficulties, key speaker or performer cancellations, sometimes it creating issues, health and safety risks, legal and regulatory compliance, communication breakdown, transport and logistics problems, attendee dissatisfaction. So you see what is our expectations. It generates the potential risk here. So next we will focus on step 5. Step 5, define success criteria and metrics. So step 5 is about defining success criteria and metrics. These are essential for measuring the success of your project. Instruct ChatGPT to define this section with a prompt like draft a section on success criteria and metrics for a product launch project, and then tailor the metrics to align with the project's goals and stakeholder expectations. So I'm just going here, let's see, this prompt select, and then I am going to the ChatGPT window. So let's see, define draft a section on success criteria and metrics for a product launch project. So let's see the outcome. Yes, it's generating, very nice. Let's see, success criteria like meeting launch date, sales and revenue goals, market penetration, brand awareness and engagement, customer satisfaction, then operational readiness, post-launch support, metrics to track like sales metrics, number of units sold, revenue generated, conversion rate, return on investment or ROI, marketing and awareness metrics like website traffic, lead generation, social media engagement, media mentions and peer coverage, customer feedback and experience metrics like net promoter score NPS, customer satisfaction score like CSAT, early product reviews, operational metrics. Okay, I'm jumping to higher. So operational metrics, issue resolution, product uptime, financial metrics, customer acquisition cost, customer lifetime value, profit margin, market penetration metrics, market share, customer adoption rate, and churn rate. So in this way, we conclude step 5. So it gives comprehensive idea by using ChatGPT. So next we will move to step 6. In step 6, you will finalize the proposal structure. Use ChatGPT to generate a complete proposal structure, including an executive summary, introduction, and conclusion. So we can give a prompt like generate a complete project proposal structure for a mobile app development project. And you can give a solid foundation, organize the content so in a logical format that flows well. So let's go to ChatGPT window. So I am giving the prompt here. So generate a complete project proposal structure for a mobile app development project. So let's see what is the outcome. You see, yes, executive summary like project title, project sponsor, prepared by your name, date, overview, then it project background and objectives, project background, like explain the business problem or market need that prompted the mobile app development. So project objectives, like clearly outline the goals of the app, what will the app will resolve, list measurable objectives such as achieve, generate, improve customer satisfaction, scope of work, app feature, platform, technology stack, like what is the programming language, backend framework, database, API integrations, design requirements, and then non-functional requirements, project deliverables like phase 1 research and planning, then phase 2 design, phase 3 development, phase 4 testing, phase 5 launch, phase 6 post-launch support, then timeline and milestones, like what are the key milestones here, then budget estimate, design cost, testing cost, deployment cost, so post-launch cost, contingency fund, risk assessment like risk 1, risk 2, risk 3, risk 4, team, project team and roles, required stakeholder and communication plan, monitoring and evaluation, evaluation criteria, post-launch support and maintenance, approval and sign-off. So you see that some comprehensive idea about step 6. So next we will the final step 7 is to review and refine the proposal. Carefully go through the entire document generated by ChatGPT, edit for clarity, accuracy, and tone to ensure it meets your organization's standards. Make sure that all sections are aligned and support the overall project objectives. Follow step 7. Okay, now we have walked through step-by-step process. Let's discuss some best practice for using ChatGPT in proposal writing. Next, we will discuss best practices for using ChatGPT in proposal writing. So first, always provide clear and specific prompts to get the most relevant output from ChatGPT. The quality of the prompt directly affects the quality of the output. Second, remember that while ChatGPT can generate content quickly, it is still essential to review and customize the text to ensure it accurately reflects the project details. Finally, use ChatGPT as a tool to complement your expertise, not replace it. Your insight and understanding of the project are irreplaceable. Common challenges and how to overcome them. So of course, using AI tools like ChatGPT can come with some challenges. For instance, you might encounter overly generic responses. To overcome this, refine your prompt to be more detailed and specific. If ChatGPT provides output that's missing context or key details, supplement it with additional information and manual input. And if the tone or style is inconsistent, take the time to edit the text so that it matches the desired tone and style throughout the proposal. So what I mentioned, the solution is edit the text to match the desired tone and style of the proposal. So one case study like successful proposal using ChatGPT. So let's look at a real world example. In the recent case study, a project manager used ChatGPT to draft a proposal for a complex IT infrastructure project. So by following the steps we have discussed, what we see, they were able to create a comprehensive and persuasive proposal in record time, which saves time, secure the necessary funding and stakeholder approval. So the key takeaway here is that when used effectively, ChatGPT can significantly enhance the proposal writing process. Recap and key takeaways. So to recap, we have covered a step-by-step guide for using ChatGPT to create project proposal. So step 1 is define the project scope and objectives. Then second step, outline the project plan. Third step, identify key resources and budget. And then address 4 potential risk and mitigation strategies. Number 5, define success criteria and metrics. Number 6, finalize the proposal structure. And step 7, final step is review and refine the proposal. So remember, while ChatGPT is a powerful tool, your review and refinement are crucial to ensure the final document meets the highest standards. Thank you for joining me in this lecture. I hope you now feel confident in using ChatGPT to draft your project proposals. In our next lecture, we will explore how ChatGPT can assist in developing detailed project plans. I look forward to see you there.